why it had become so important for you to get into IIM. Obviously, we understand because once you have that tag, that stays with you for lifetime, and it does help. As professionals, we also experience that IIM or IIT tag. But at that point of time, when you were preparing, and once it did not happen, twice it did not happen, so you felt like giving up or maybe try something else.
Well, this was more of an emotional decision. As you said, though practically that tag does make a difference because it stays on for life, as you rightly mentioned. But it was more of an emotional decision. Many of these decisions, when we enter into a college or when we strive for anything in life, uh, these are more of emotional and practical, both of these decisions. So this was more of an emotional decision wherein I actually wanted that IIM tag. I could never get into an IIT. I was very clear. In fact, I didn't appear for the IIT exam in my class 12 because I knew that I could get into an NIT or a PEC, which I was looking forward to. So I had missed the so-called the IIT bus, but this time I was very clear. I actually had to strive for the IIM institute. So it could be either of these six institutes because we only had six at that point in time, with Indore and Kozhikode, the
Correct.
very new ones. So I didn't make it the first time, but that really didn't. I would say, I mean, that was not the end of the road. I was always ready to appear one more time. I didn't get to the next time, but I was ready to appear the third time, and finally I got to the third time. So that was how was it.
So normally what happens is, for example, even when, let's say, students are preparing for IIT, IIM or exams like UPSC, once you don't clear it, you will have that in your mind, okay, maybe next time I'll clear it. Second time, then when you don't clear it, maybe that self-doubt also starts coming. What if maybe I'm not meant for this? Maybe there are a lot of students who are doing it from ordinary colleges also. So why not take that line? So how did you, tell yourself that, no, this is something I have to do?
So one major difference. So even I come across many of these UPSC aspirants, Gaurav. You rightly pointed out. Many of these people actually tend to give up after a couple of attempts
Right.
because most of these people are actually wholeheartedly preparing only for UPSC and not doing anything else in their life.
Right.
For me, when I first appeared for CAT, which was in the final year of my engineering college, I by that time I already secured a job with HCL.
Okay.
So even if I didn't make it to IIM,
Yeah.
I actually had something to look forward to. I mean, I joined my job.
Right.
In the second attempt, I was already in my job. So I appeared for that exam. I didn't make it. But I was already doing something. So I moved on in my job. So I mean, even I got transferred from one location to the other location. So I was doing something else. So it was not that I was sitting idle and only preparing for this exam. So I believe that was what got me going. I
Exactly.
had something else to be done, and this was not the only thing in my life at that point in time.
Right. Because if you are wholeheartedly doing that, then that actually adds that extra pressure that every time you have to keep
Absolutely.
studying actually.
आपने वर्ड को ठीक यूज किया वो प्रेशर तभी बिल्डअप हो रहा है, you know, that builds up if you're not doing anything